Question is for the Minister of Transportation. Recently, our government made a fantastic announcement in Kitchener about GO expansion. We are committed to decreasing the gridlock in the City of Toronto and across the province. We are getting people of Ontario moving so they can spend more time with family and loved ones. In December, the Minister announced more train service in the mornings and evenings between Kitchener and Toronto. This was great news for people in Kitchener-Waterloo, Guelph, Acton and Georgetown. Our government for the people is expanding GO service faster and years earlier than the Liberals had planned. With the announcement, the demand for more GO service became very clear. Can the Minister of Transportation share with the House the additional news about the Kitchener line that was announced this week or last week?
Minister of Transportation.
Thank you very much, Speaker, and thanks to the member from Kitchener-Conestoga for that question and for continuing to work with me on the transportation file. As he stated, our government is working and committed to decreasing gridlock and getting people of Ontario moving. We are doing this ahead of what was the previous government's planned schedule because we are working with our valued partners to accelerate the timelines with GO expansion. This is an important step for our government's plan to deliver two-way, all-day GO transit to and from Kitchener and Toronto. Last week, our government announced the popular 450 Express train would return to better serve those Ontarians in demanding more service. Mr. Speaker, the reintroduction of the train was because of the great advocacy work of my fellow PC caucus members, and I'd like to take the opportunity to shout out and thank them, the members from Kitchener-Conestoga, the Kitchener from South Hespeler, Cambridge, Brampton West and Brampton South for amazing advocacy work. They were in contact with me from day one to work for a solution. We found that capacity had really grown in the system, and it's unfortunate, Mr. Speaker, that the previous government did not expand
Supplementary.
Thank you, Mr. Speaker. Through you to the Minister, thank you for that answer. I know the people of Waterloo Region appreciate the reintroduction of the 450 Express train as it allows them more options to get where they need to be. Our government saw the demand and acted quickly to reinstate the Express train. Our government is finding better and smarter ways to work with our partners and current infrastructure to deliver more transit rides faster at a lower cost to the people. Our government will continue to deliver reliable transit to the people of Kitchener with the goal of providing all-day two-way GO from Kitchener to Toronto. Can the Minister expand more on our government for the people's plan to expand GO rail service?
Minister of Transportation.
Mr. Speaker, and thanks to that member again for his question. Mr. Speaker, on June 7th, our government was elected, and we are elected for the people, and we are going to expand GO transit throughout this province, despite the opposition from members across the way. Mr. Speaker, by working with our partner at CN, we are able to speed up the timelines for GO expansion across the province. Kitchener is but one example of this great partnership. We are expanding GO service years ahead of schedule by speeding up our negotiations to free up track space. Mr. Speaker, that is how we will deliver two-way all-day GO transit to Kitchener way ahead of the proposed schedule. Our government is committed to improving transit across Ontario, and we've made it clear in our mandate to get the people of Ontario moving. We have several projects moving already, including new commuter service to St. Catharines and Niagara Falls, and Mr. Speaker, we have more to come.
Response.